Gotta reset the timer. Alright. Bingo. Give me some predictions for 2026. Great power rivalry hardens, not explodes. Middle powers matter more. Countries like India, Turkey, Vietnam, Saudi Arabia makes okay in leverage by playing with blocks. Wars stagnate rather than end cleanly. That's pretty obvious. Politics and society, populism doesn't disappear, it professionalizes. What do you mean? Charismatic movements shifts from protest energy and government. Okay, so if I put something like Democrats win the midterms, that would be pretty obvious, right? That's not really a bingo card. That's like the sun rises, the moon rises. 12 o'clock hits, 12:01 hits. That's too obvious. We gotta have some bangers in there too. Like for example, who dies? Job disruption is uneven. Economic growth is modest but resilient. We gotta look at the prediction markets. Kalshi market, and there was also Poly market too. Alright, what do they have? Wake up Forest at Mizet. What is this? 2026. Which party will win the House this year? I mean, obviously, yeah. What happened here? Which party will win the White? Yeah, but what happened here? Why did it become so close? Yeah, the momentum is not on the Republican side. Will Republicans hold a midterm convention? What is a midterm convention? I don't know. S&P 500 SPX up or down on January 2nd? Oh yeah, we should do that. We should go with a stock market boom. No, interest rates go up. Is that too obvious? Like, it's like 50-50, right? That's not enough for me. It has to be like 1 in 10 or 1 in 10 kind of stuff, like the market crashes or something. Will the Iran regime fall before 2027? I think it'll hold. Will China blockade Taiwan? No. US bank failure? 8% is a lot. MicroStrategy sells any Bitcoin. Democratic presidential nominee 2028, a lighter market cap. Should I say Gavin Newsom loses? Gavin Newsom loses to a radical. When is the 2026 election? Not election, California gubernatorial election. What is it? Do we have a 2026? Yes, we do. Alright, let's go with that. Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom loses primary. I think it's about time, right? Or wishes that Gavin Newsom doesn't win primary because he could drop out looking at the polls. So by saying this, it means if he drops out, we win this point. But if he loses, we also win that point. But Gavin Newsom winning is like a earthquake, right? Would he lose? How long has he been governor? 2022, 2021 recall, 2018, 2014. Alright, so it's about 2 terms. People usually don't run for 3 terms. Or is that too obvious? Yeah, I'll take it. What? Trump out as president? There's no way. Elon Musk number of tweets in January 2016, 20. Less than 20. 30. I want to see. It's got to be like 1,000, right? Yeah, look at that. People were saying 1360. Which one is this? 1,400. 70%, 74%. You guys betting on this shit? Number 1 free app in the US Apple App Store on January 2nd. CapCut. ChatGPT. Opendoor closes week of December 29 at $2. You guys betting on Opendoor? Opendoor, the housing company, or the house platform company, like Zelle. Yeah, I just use Zelle. It's much better. Apple closes that, and what about Kalshi? Golden Globes, Mir Mamdani. Ooh, this one's gonna be interesting. What will Zohran Mamdani say? NYPD, grocery inflation. If I say chaos back in the streets of New York, that's like 50-50, right? Chaos and riots. No, that's a Fed job. Will New York City open a city-owned grocery store before 2028? That's a pretty high chance. New York population change in Mamdani's first 18 months. It's gonna decrease. Obviously, it's gonna decrease. Decrease 12%. Really? Okay, so we can bet against it. In the first 18 months. Okay, so what is New York City's population? They can always invite more immigrants. The population is growing again after pandemic era declines, adding about 87,000 residents to reach around 8. Okay, so show me the chart. New York City chart, negative population growth. How about fertility rate? So if I say it reaches a all-time low, that would be obvious, right? God damn, bro. That looks pretty bad. What's my dog doing? She's excited for food. If I say no riots on the streets, is that unlikely to have no riots and no protests? And my dog wants to go out. Will Russia capture Kostian? What the fuck is that? Bitcoin up or down? I'm gonna say down. What price will lighter hit before 20? Okay, I should say Bitcoin and lower. No. US return rate reached an all-time low in 2023. How about a game that's delayed? What's an upcoming game? I can say something like, this game is coming, but it's going to be delayed. What's an anticipated game? Upcoming games for IGN. What about a AAA game? All games? PS5. Space Invaders, The Legendary Heroes. What is an anticipated game? Seven Deadly Sins X 2XKO. Isn't this League of Legends? Yeah, I don't know. Which company has top AI model end of January? How about Gemini surpasses ChatGPT at the end of the year, or at any point? ChatGPT at one point. Like a little bit. In usage, we gotta be specific. In total usage, monthly users. Gotta be specific. Tesla closes week of December 29 at, I don't care. We should also go with Tesla loses dominance to China or BYD. I think that's too obvious, right? All they have to do is just keep adding subsidies to BYD and that's gonna happen. In fact, it'll be surprising if BYD doesn't outsell Tesla. Ethereum up or down on January 2nd. Solana, Nvidia closes. How about Nvidia loses chip dominance to someone in China? Because they're making UIVs, right? Or EUVs? Yeah, they're making EUVs, and I think it'll probably come online by a year. Or not dominance, but loses chip monopoly. No, chip dominance. even that. Yeah, let's go with chip monopoly. AI chip specifically. Or no, Nvidia loses AI chip monopoly. Yeah, seems plausible. Which company has second best AI model at the end of January? Not at the end of January. Which states will follow Donald Trump visit 2026? Next French president election. Israel strike on the West Bank by December 31st, 1%. Really? What if I put that on my bingo card? That Israel will strike at the West Bank. Will Trump admin release any more Epstein files? Yeah, probably. Balance of power, Democrat sweep. Democrat Senate, Republic. Oh man. 2%. So it's very unlikely. Holy shit. Somaliland? Will Trump admin release any more Epstein? We've seen that. Solana. Mega earthquake? How the fuck am I supposed to know? Even if I did say that, that's not very, you know, like that's pretty random. Like, it doesn't use a lot of knowledge. You say there's gonna be an earthquake or a hurricane. It's kind of random, right? It's like winning a lottery. Number one paid app in the App Store. What the fuck is Shadow Rocket? Procreate? Well, what the fuck is Shadow Rocket? Hold up. What is this? Role-based proxy utility? Capture all HTTP traffic from any application on your device and redirect proxies. Okay, so it's like VPN, kinda? Record and display requests from iOS devices. Config. I don't know what this is. Who will acquire Warner Bros? Tim Walz. He's gonna be charged. Holy shit. Before 2027, he's gonna be charged. Will a new country join the Abraham Accords? 68%. But which country? Iran? Possibly? South Korean local election party winner. Democratic Party of Korea. Peacekeeping force? That's unlikely. Will Xi Jinping meet with Cheng Li-won? Who the fuck is that? Starmer out by Oh yeah. When is the election? When is the election? Next general election is 2029. No. I think he'll still be Prime Minister. Harvey Weinstein, prison time. NVIDIA finished. I already did one in NVIDIA. Right, population change, population, mass exodus? Maybe New York City. Mass exodus. No. Because Zoran Mamdani wants to go socialist, right? Zoran Mamdani. He wants to give a bunch of free stuff. Should I say more corruption? People love Mamdani for some reason. He won overwhelmingly. He won by a massive margin. New York City. Fertility rate. ChatGPT's ass on this. It doesn't know how to predict anything. No. Next year's president, that's way too far. Gavin Newsom, Fed decision, Fed maintains rate. Number 2 US Netflix show this week. What party will win? Obviously, the Democrats. Government shutdown? Yes or no? Probably not. Democratic nominee for state of Maine. I don't know anything about it. Nicolas Maduro out? Assassinated, maybe? It will be surprising if he's alive by the end, right? Like Trump said, you should run to America or something, or you should flee or give up your seat, and Maduro said no. So, I don't know. It would be surprising if he's alive. But I'm not gonna bet on that. Who will win the game of the year? GTA release before... When does it release? Didn't it get delayed? November 2026. That's this year. Rockstar Games GTA 6 delayed until 2020. I think it's gonna get delayed again. One more time? No, that's not. Yeah, I don't think it'll be delayed again. Yeah, because November, December is the holidays, right? That's when everyone buys the game, so it would be a mistake to miss that. Also, it's been like a decade since GTA 5, so it's about time for another game. Who will run for Democratic presidential? Will win the Portuguese election? Well, be top AI model this month. How's the AI race so far? AI analyzer, not analyzer. AI analysis. This is where you check. So number 1 is Gemini, number 2 is GPT, X High, Gemini 3 Flash, Claude. Hey, Happy New Year's. Making a bingo card. I don't know. What is Meta doing? It's Llama. What is this? OLMO. From AI2. What company is this? I'm doing pretty good. AI company? Series of open large language models developed by Allen Institute. Not really. I didn't do anything for Christmas either. I did get a present though. AI2 is a research-first institute founded by late Microsoft Paul Allen. Microsoft, that's not going to do much. Yeah, this one's going to be a failure. What is Llama doing? This is Facebook. They're so behind. DeepSeek 2. Wait, DeepSeek 3. They made 3? Kimi. Minimax is also Chinese, I think. Predictions. Meta. Facebook. Meta makes a huge leap in AI. Or should I say Apple? Apple announces because it's not that hard to make AIs anymore, right? Everyone's doing it. So Apple might as well just make their own. Announces own AI model. Yeah, at this point, if you don't make a successful AI model, then I don't know what you're doing. Announces own AI model. Successful. Own decent AI model. It's gotta be like top 10. Also, AirPods 5. AirPod 5 announcement. When was the last one? AirPod 4 were released on September 20th, 2024. So it's a 2-year mark. I feel like they're gonna release one this year. AirPods 5. Is that too obvious? Is that like a coin flip? I don't want it to be a coin flip. Jesus Christ. Llama. Facebook, man. They gotta do better. They're dead last in every single one. Diamond, what is that? Psycode coding is not even good at coding. Physics reasoning? It's not even on the list. Facebook visual reasoning, 62. What would Trump say this week? Fake news, Maduro. When is the election? 2026 midterm elections. It's November 3rd of 2026. That's way too far. What if I say Republicans hold both House and Senate? This is very unlikely, right? This is very unlikely. But who knows? When was the last time this happened? Yeah, that's not likely. It's just not gonna happen. Will Jesus return? Jesus? 2%? Jesus returned before 20. That's kind of hopeful. Somebody's betting that Jesus is going to return. Third largest company end of January, probably Apple. Apple's kind of felt awesome. Yeah. Apple loses market share. I don't know, would they? How's the market share right now? Company market cap. How likely is it that Apple drops down to number 5? I don't think Nvidia is going to stay up there that long. Yeah, sure. Nvidia loses chip monopoly and Nvidia drops down in market share down to number 5. Maybe. Man, Warren Buffett retired. Kinda sad. Tesla... What is Tesla doing? I don't know. When will Trump announce his Fed chair? So Jay Powell's going to be out, obviously. Republican nominee for Senate in Texas? Really? Ken Paxton, who is this guy? Ken Paxton. So if I say John Cornyn is going to stay, will Trump release more Epstein files this year? How many views will the number 1 show be? 31 mil, I don't care. Measles case, above 2,000, above 4,000. Who will be the first to leave the Trump cabinet? Ooh, this is interesting. Pam Bondi leaves the cabinet. Who's gonna leave the cabinet? Or I should say somebody leaves the cabinet. Kristi Noem. So somebody's gonna leave, right? It's gotta be Pam Bondi. How competent is she? Pam Bondi. Hearing. They had a hearing today? And Pam Bondi interview. I just want to see how competent she is. Interview.
it was legal in Florida and most other states. So I signed an emergency order after
She got a new accent. Her accent changed. What?
carefully looking at everything, and we took that off the shelves. And Poison Control, they've said that the numbers have really dropped, and now we have legislation that's just really, it's a great bipartisan effort going through the House and the Senate, and we're confident that that's going to get passed. And in fact, there's federal legislation as well, because this is truly deadly.
And I gather probably there are other
So,
parents out there. Are you pretty sure that most of these salts, what do you call bath salts, are pretty much off the shelves in Florida?
it should be, it better be. And our law enforcement, they have been great in going in these places and pulling them off the shelves. But it is now illegal, and we're gonna have permanent legislation, and we were just blessed that it came to us right before session, so we could immediately outlaw it before spring break hit in our state, and then, you know, go to Alabama and let them do it. And now again, there's federal legislation, so it's deadly, it's a hallucinogenic, and we didn't have the monitoring program, nor they're trying to force participate. The 11th Circuit is simply a pass-through to the Supreme Court. So that's right, and it's been a year since the BP oil spill. And you know, I got to meet with Ken Feinberg.
Her accent changed, right?
And you're conflating two issues. Cutting grass.
That's a different fucking person. That's not the same accent. When did you change your accent? You can't just change your accent. She sounds different. What? Okay, so Pam Bondi. I'll bet on that. Pam Bondi leaves. Pam Bondi leaves the White House. The White House? Not the White House. The cabinet. Pam Bondi leaves the cabinet. Yeah, that sounds good. Who will be the first to leave the cabinet? I already said it. 16%. What will Powell say during his January press? When will Tesla launch unsupervised FSD? Unsupervised? How about another Tesla scandal? Sure, another major Tesla scandal. I mean, that's pretty light. It's a coin flip. I hear they're close. Unsupervised FSD. FSD stats. Community tracker. How close are they? Is it above 98%? Estimated distance with no disengagements. 98, that's pretty good. Drives with one or no disengagements. Estimated issues fixed. Something happened here. God damn. Oh, it's like, it's been 2 days. So that might drop down. City distance to critical disengagements. Something happened here. Increase in miles to critical disengagement. So it's getting good. It's getting pretty good. It's at 99. If it's at 99, that's pretty good. Alright. Another main. Alright, let's do that. If Tesla announces unsupervised FSD, they announce it. Even announcement is good enough, right? It's like they say something like FSD is 99% there, but we're just gonna announce it. And if your car crashes, then we'll just pay for it. And that would be one way to get full FSD. Yeah, they can definitely do that. So the longer they hold out, the less money they lose out. Yeah, sounds about right. Which party wins 2028 US presidential election? It's 50-50. It's always 50-50. Reserve Bank of Australia decision decrease, no change. Ethereum all-time high. Republican nominee for governor of Florida. Ron DeSantis. Where's Ron DeSantis? Is Ron DeSantis leaving? Is he leaving? What's going on here? Yes. He is leaving his position in Florida in early 2027 due to term limits. They have term limits? Yes. A governor can serve 2 consecutive 4-year terms, but there is no lifetime limit, meaning they can run again after sitting out a term. That's pretty much what Putin did. Who will successfully take over Warner Bros? Paramount? Who owns Paramount? Who's the owner? It's owned by Skydance Corporation, led by David Ellison. Who is this guy? He's a Jew, right? Like most people. Is he Jewish? He does not appear to publicly identify with Judaism, having opted out. Huh. How about Netflix? I don't know. What will Mr. Beast say during the next Mr. Beast YouTube? Car, water, world leaders out, Kalamani, Nicolas Maduro. I think they'll both stay. Best AI this month, Gemini. Will US confirm that aliens exist? No, obviously not. Israel-Iran ceasefire broken by? Obviously it's gonna be broken. I didn't even know they had a ceasefire. Luis Marquez Mendez vote share in Portuguese election. What has happened there? What would Tesla hit? How high will inflation get? What will be the number 2 global Netflix show? Runaway. Will Claude 5 be released? What will Donald Trump say? Make America great. Will 2025 be the hottest year on record? Yeah. Palantir closes week of December. Russia captured Rodinsk. 44%. That's pretty high. Palantir. Where is Palantir? Total company market cap. Where is Palantir? Where did he rank? 400 billion. Holy shit. Seriously? 400 billion. And I held this since they were like 17. So I 10x'd on it. God damn. If I say Palantir has another government contract, that'd be pretty obvious, right? But Palantir. What happened to Netflix? God damn. Netflix. Like, Netflix used to be like top tech stocks of all time. It was like FANG, right? It was one of the FANG stocks. Amazon, Apple, Netflix, Google, and Facebook. Yeah, they were part of FANG. The main. Facebook instead of, or Microsoft instead of Facebook. Dude, where the fuck is Facebook? Meta platforms. Meta has government contracts. How about news that Meta has government contracts? Because they should. It's like if they changed their name to Meta. They want to work on those glasses. It would be perfect if the soldiers got them. Anduril. Anduril goes private, public. Are they? No, they are not publicly traded. It's a private defense firm. But its CEO and leadership has stated they plan to go public eventually, although no IPO date is set, with private sharing trading available to accredited investors on secondary markets like Forge, Nasdaq Private Market, and TSG Capital. Private status: you cannot buy Anduril stocks on major exchanges like New York Stock Exchange or Nasdaq, and it's not listed. The company intends to have an initial public offering become public, according to the CEO, pre-IPO. I feel like they're getting ready for something, right? Anduril announces IPO in the future. Yeah, I'm gonna delete that one. Anduril announces IPO. That sounds good. Like, they announce it. It doesn't mean they go IPO. Who am I seeing more of lately? Joe Rogan. Usually if people have something to announce, they go on Joe Rogan, right? So they go on Joe Rogan to announce a book or something. Or something major coming up. Jensen, why did you come here? John Cena, he's retired now. Broadcom, TSMC, Taiwan. Oh yeah, China catches up when it comes to chips, or China catches up to TSMC. Because China sees it as a security risk, right? So they want to make their own, and they're putting all their resources into it. So I think they'll get there. Yeah, it's not that hard to make chips, though. Just a lot of resources. Visa. Samsung. We have a RAM shortage, right? RAM shortage. How about a manufacturing boom in US? Is that too obvious? I don't think it's obvious. We're gonna have a manufacturing boom. Manufacturing boom assisted by AI. Now that's not that obvious. Oracle. Larry Ellison. Larry Ellison. What is he up to? Larry Ellison. What is he? Any news? Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and more. The world's richest 500 people added whopping 2.2 trillion to their wealth in 2025. Dream of Europe's Silicon Valley is fading. Rachel Reeves told. You know, it does feel like the war in Ukraine is ending, right? Like it's slowly ending in a way. Like they're just pushing through and through. Like they're just dragging it out, but it's almost ending. It feels like that. Dharndra is now the highest one. Really? The 6th highest grossing Indian film of all time. What about in the world? Of all time. Okay, what about Indian? Damn. Worldwide? What is this? How much is this? It's equivalent to $140 million. So that's equivalent to I was kind of behind. That would put it here. What is this? The timeline of the highest grossing record. So it would reach 1960s, 1970s levels. The budget. What's the budget? Budget. I gotta convert it. 27 million. So, what? $27 million. That's how much they spent on it. So they 5x'd. That's pretty good. Whoa, what's happening here? Something's happening. That's not normal. There's a part 2 coming. Yeah, I heard about it, right? You told me. There's a part 2. Release. release date. It's in March, so it's in like 2 months. Is India making any other films? List of Hindi films in 2026. Man, India is really into these battlefield kind of stuff. America doesn't make them anymore, I don't think. Yeah, they're all military. One to never mind. Border 2, that looks military. Haunted 3D, Ghost of something. Veer Murarbaji. Oh, what is this? Dangle. What is Dangle? This beat Durandar in 2016. What is this about?
देश के लिए गोल्ड जीतेगा मैं हिस्सा रखना बेटा पर सिल्वर जीती
It's a wrestling movie? A former wrestler decides to fulfill his dream of winning gold medal for his country by training his daughters for Commonwealth Games despite the existing social stigmas. Commonwealth. What is Commonwealth Games? Battle of Galwan, which is true story of war without weapons and a tool, which took place in June 2020. Recent teaser of Battle of Galwan was out. Let's see.
Soldiers, remember that if you will need to consider the medal NPC deaths, so they can say, Birsa Munda, Bajrang Bali, Bharat Mata.
Okay, so it grossed overall because of China, right? Like it sold more in China. Yeah, that makes sense. Why is China into it though? There's a Chinese version. Let's Wrestle Dad was a massive box office success, becoming highest grossing non-Hollywood foreign film in China, resonating deeply with audiences to the theme of female empowerment, family, and overcoming social barriers. Similar to China's own cultural context, despite being released with subtitles or dubbing. The film received excellent reviews with 9.2 on Douban, a popular Chinese film review site. Damn, bro. Like, usually China doesn't let you do that, right? Like, they usually censor or do something to it. Wait, what is the top grossing films in China? Is it up there? Zootopia's up there. What? Alright, top 20 foreign films. Zootopia, yeah. What's up with Zootopia? Zootopia 2. Like, it's right below Avengers. How did that happen? The Fate of the Furious. This is a surprise. What the hell? Zootopia. Is it that good? .6. That's pretty good for animated films.
Sorry.
Avatar. Oh yeah, Avatar came out recently, right? Top grossing movies all the time. 6 billion, that's crazy, and I don't hear anyone talking about it. This is 2009. Avatar: Way of Water. Neza. This is the Chinese one. This was pushed by China, like so much. Like it was all over TikTok. Avatar: The Way of Water. Where is the fire one? Fire and ash. Highest grossing animated movies all the time. Okay, how much or how well did it do outside of China? How well did Neza do outside of China? It performed exceptionally well, especially in markets with large Chinese population like UK, Japan, South Korea, Australia, and France, reaching hundreds of millions and contributing significantly to a staggering 2.2 billion. Really? So worldwide, is this not counting China? Worldwide, oh, worldwide, never mind. Okay, what about if we exclude China? List Neza 2 by total grossing in China versus worldwide in USD. Are they making Neza 3? Release date? Is it confirmed? There's no official release, but it's expected, so it is coming. Neza 3 might take 5 years apparently. Okay, so it's not coming. So in China it did 1.86 billion. For the rest of the world it did 40 to 90 million. So most of it is in China. So it's like a domestic success. What about Zootopia 2? Zootopia 2. The sequel worldwide did 1.4 billion total gross. China did 500 million. Avatar 2: The Way of Water is 2020. This is the most recent one. Like, you don't see any other ones except Neza. Inside Out. I totally missed this one. Inside Out. It can't be that good. 7.5. That's pretty good.
How was camp? looked yet?
I'm the early touch.
Handle this.
Well, that's a preview of the next 10 years.
On June 14th.
Still in theaters, expected to make around 1.3 to 1.5 billion in its lifetime.
Emotions. Wow. Remember when we all...
I think they're gonna announce a trilogy. Or they might be like having a DVD release in trilogy. Wait, this is in India. Top grossing films of all time. Dude, I didn't know there were that many Avatar fans. Like, it's usually never talked about. Where is it? Avatar. Fire and Ash. What are people saying about it? Avatar, Fire and Ash. IMDb. Usually the higher the rating, the better it does. 7.4. The Way of Water. IMDb. 7.5. Jake and Neytiri's family grapples with grief, encountering new aggressive Na'vi tribes and Ash people who are led by Fury Varang as the conflict of Pandora escalates and a new moral focus emerges. So they go from Avatar, and then they go to water, and then now it's fire. Are we gonna get Avatar Earth? What is Avatar 4 going to be called? Avatar Earth. Name. What is the name? It hasn't been confirmed, but leaked documents suggest it could be Avatar the Tolkien writer. What is Tolkien? A highly intelligent sentient whale-like species from Pandora. Why not call it Earth? They have Avatar. They have Avatar Water. The Way of Water. They have Avatar Fire and Ashes. Just call it Earth. Just complete the thing. Lion King. $2019. Holy shit. This thing did it? I thought this had bad reviews. What? $6.8. People aren't talking about it that positively. I thought it didn't do well. Avatar was in jungle area. Avatar 2 was in water. Avatar 3 explored ash area. People lived under the big volcano and their fight with jungle and water area. People and human also in a mix for action. Yeah, but they could go to Earth, like underground. Yeah, so it's a missed opportunity. Avatar elements. They have water, earth, fire, and air. They should have done earth. Something with earth. That's sad. Missed opportunity. Right, anyways. I was doing a prediction. I should do one in movies. I mean, that's expected. Mufasa. Zootopia is still selling. Green background shading indicates film playing in week commencing 2nd January 2006 in theaters and around the world. Lilo and Stitch. The Titanic, bro. This is the oldest one up here. 1997. Yeah, it's the oldest one. And it's number 4. It peaked at number 1. This movie must be legendary or something. $7.9. Alright, anyways. Frozen 3 announcement? Frozen 3 announcement. November 24th, 2027. Set for traditional Thanksgiving holiday release, with concept art and confirmation that Frozen 4 is also in development, suggesting a 2-part story to angering lingering questions from the first 2 films. Yeah, and this released in 1997, and it's been 2 decades. Actually 3 now. It's been 3 decades, almost, and it's number 4. This must have been legendary when it came out. Inside Out 3. Inside Out 3. While there's no official announcement from Pixar yet, Inside Out 3 is highly anticipated and expected to explore Riley entering young adulthood, potentially college, with new emotions like nostalgia. What are some upcoming movies in 2026? Another Avengers? Avengers Doomsday. What? The Odyssey. Yeah, you were talking about this one. The Odyssey. Christopher Nolan. Apex. The trailer came out? Let me see. It's a Trojan War.
After years of war,
The popularity is number 8. Hasn't even been released yet.
stand between my men.
No, I'm gonna predict it. The Odyssey. Hits 1 billion? Plus total grossing. I think it's gonna be 1 billion, at least. Wait, what about his last movie? The atomic weapon one. Oppenheimer. How did Oppenheimer do? Terminator Judgment Day year 2029 is established as a critical point in the future where the war between humans and machines reaches its climax. Oppenheimer? Oppenheimer didn't do that well. So it's more of a historical thing. The Odyssey. Was this one?
Promise me you will come back.
What if I can't?
Trailer. This is 11 days ago. Wait, the Odyssey trailer but historically accurate armor. Yeah, that was the one. Alright, which one of these is gonna hit 1 billion? Odyssey is unlikely. Avengers, probably. Digger, the most powerful man in the world, embarks a frantic mission to prove he is humanity's savior before disasters he's unleashed, destroying everything. Peaky Blinders, the immortal man. During World War II, Tommy Shelby returns to a bombed Birmingham and becomes involved in a secret wartime mission based on true events. Spider-Man, brand new day. Peter Parker tries to focus on college and leave Spider-Man behind, but when a new threat endangers his friends, he must break his promise and suit up again, teaming with an unexpected ally to protect those he loves. Madden. John Madden's remarkable journey from Super Bowl winning partnership with Al Davis and Raiders, creating Madden NFL. Supergirl. That's not going to do well. No one's ever heard of Supergirl. Send help. Two colleagues become stranded on a deserted island, only survivors of a plane crash. The Bride. 1930 Chicago Frankenstein asks Dr. Euphronius to help create a companion that gives life to a murdered woman as Bride, sparking romance, police interest, and radical social change. Star Wars. The Devil Wears Prada. Moana. What? Live action. Live action already? I don't think they need a live action. Toy Story 5. Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat's getting a movie. It's not gonna do well. The Legend of Aang. The Last Airbender. Only 3 well, let's try to predict the one. At least one. 2025. So it's usually 3 movies that make it up there. Two. Alright, we gotta predict it. Which ones? Avenger is obviously gonna be one of them, right? Avenger, The Odyssey. It's not the Odyssey. The Odyssey is not gonna hit 1 billion. Avengers Doomsday hits 1 billion. Total grossing. One in 2021. So Avengers might be the only one that makes it over 1 billion. Because I don't see anything else that's billion worthy. The Sheep Detectives. Every night, as Shepard reads aloud a murder mystery, pretending his sheep can understand. When he's found dead, the sheep realizes at once that it was a murder and think they know everything about how to go about solving it. Right, what are some common patterns? The year Zootopia, Lilo and Stitch, Neza. So all the kids stuff sell 1 billion easily. Moana 2. Deadpool and Wolverine, Inside Out 2. Yes, the superheroes in the animated films that usually do what? Barbie. What the fuck? Barbie. I thought the movie was horrible. I didn't think it did that well. What? Right, Avatar, The Way of Water. Avengers Doomsday, high chances to go over 1 billion, but I don't think it'll make it to 2. There's 2 previous movies in 2018, 2019. As in recent 5 years, Marvel movies and TV series have flopped and got mixed to negative reviews. I think it'll hit 2 billion. It's wait, who's Avengers and who's directing it? Doomsday, IMDb. Who's the director? Anthony Russo and Joe Russell. What about Avengers Endgame? Anthony Russo and Joe Russell. It's the same director. Alright, so I'm gonna say it hits 2 billion. That's on my bingo card. It's gotta do well, right? It's Avengers. It's the same director. They know how to write. Avengers and Avengers Infinity War. But 2 billion? 2 billion. The Infinity War barely crossed 2 billion, so I don't know. But again, inflation? Maybe inflation's gonna help out. So how much inflation was there since 2020 or 2020? About 22%. James Cameron also directed the third movie, but it did made money as previous 2 movies, and I don't see it making 2 billion. 2 billion. I'll bet on it. I'm just gonna say 2 billion on my bingo card. I'm betting on inflation, really. There's another Avengers. Age of Ultron. Age of Ultron. Age of Ultron. Is this by the same directors? No, it's not. Right. But I think it'll hit 2 billion. James Cameron is the only director to have 3 movies which directed the Titanic and 2 Avatar movies which made over 2 billion. So James Cameron knows something. What is he working on today? Oh, he's working on Avatar, right? The 4th one. What else did he work on? He should be working on Avatar. So, since 2009, he's worked on nothing but Avatar. So he did Titanic and then Avatar, and then nothing but Avatar for 3 decades. 2 decades. At least he's rich though. At least he's rich. What about Russo? Joe Russo. Movie list. His next movie is not Avatar 4? What is his next movie? He's also developing The Devils, a dark fantasy adaptation of Joe Abercrombie, potentially as a non-Avatar project after Fire and Ash. The Devils. Grim dark fantasy novel by Joe Abercrombie, and it is his first novel since completion of Age of Madness trilogy in 2021. Ghost of Hiroshima, which is based on 2 books by Charles Pelungo. Last Train from Hiroshima and the newly released Ghost of Hiroshima. It centers a true story. Japanese engineer who survived an atomic bombing in Hiroshima. It's a bestseller. Wait, James Cameron reveals the colossal challenges of his upcoming Ghost of Hiroshima film. This might be the most challenging film I ever make. I don't 100% have my strategy fully in place right now for how I want to see it, for how I want to shield people from the horror, but still be honest. Also, for how I can find some kind of poetry, beauty of spiritual epiphany in it somehow, which I know must be there. Is there in every human story, so it's going to be very challenging. I might not even be up to the task, but that never stopped me before. Yeah, that's the big boy bomb. Big boy bomb. Right? Or is that the little man? Little something? What was the name? It's Little Boy. And then Fat Man. They really called it Little Boy. Who the fuck named it? This is Little Boy and this is Fat Man. I want to know the guy who named it. Who named Little Boy bomb name? The name Little Boy for atomic bomb was contrasting nickname given by Manhattan Project physicist by Robert Serber. After the original much longer Thin Man bomb design was shortened for the uranium-based weapon, making it smaller, which thus the Little Boy in contrast the intended Thin Man, which was named after Dashiell Hammett character, Robert Serber. He's the designer? Is it you? He's the guy who named it Little Boy. This bomb right here. He mentioned it in an interview.
I've made this pledge to this double bomb survivor, Tsutomu Yamaguchi. He was lying on his deathbed. He was dying of cancer, of course. I think all the survivors ultimately died of cancer. Yamaguchi told me his story. He knew why I was there to explore making this film, and he took my hands and he said, I'm done. I've done everything I can do.
I gotta use the restroom.
I now pass this to you. And I believe he sort of passed a baton, a sacred duty to me. There's another young man that I want to tell his story named Kenshi Hirata, who was a bit away from the hypocenter or sort of ground zero when the bomb went off. He was injured. He fought his way back into a total firestorm. The city was flattened. It was on fire. He tried to get back to his home, where his young bride, they had only been married a few months, was, and he found he was almost unable to identify where his house had been. He spent 2 days digging through the rubble to confirm that she had been in fact home when the weapon went off. He still had no idea what was happening. He didn't know that he didn't know anything about a nuclear bomb. He just was reacting to what happened. He found her bones still hot, still burned. He found a bowl that had been given to them by her parents as a wedding gift. He put her bones into the bowl. He covered it up with a towel or a shirt, and he got on the train to take it to her parents in Nagasaki. And he got there just in time to explain to them what had happened, and then there was a second flash. What must have been going through that young man's mind, I cannot even conceive. And this film scares me. I fear making this film. I fear the images that I'm going to have to create to be honest and to be truthful. I talked to Steven Spielberg about this, and when he was making Saving Private Ryan, and you remember that opens with about a 25-minute sequence of the U.S. forces storming the beach at Normandy, Omaha Beach, and he said, I wanted to use every cinematic trick I could to make it as intense.
Yeah, I think the Japanese fans were disappointed by it too.
I would fail to even come close.
So maybe this will, maybe this is going to do well in Japan, because Japanese people are fascinated by this thing.
That's a clue for how to do this. Now, make the film hard to watch, but I feel that this is a film that I have to make. I don't know if I'm worthy. I don't know, but nobody else is doing it, so I'm going to do it. It's that Omayari principle, that you have to stand up, you have to take action on the behalf of others, and really, it's for all of us.
Yeah, so for him, it's a market opportunity.
Double bomb survivor, Tsutomu Yamaguchi. He was lying on his deathbed. He was dying of cancer, of course. I think all the survivors ultimately died of cancer. Yamaguchi told me his story. He knew why I was there to explore.
How much does it sell? How's the Japanese market? Top grossing movies in Japan. Do they have money over there? 700? 800? God damn, bro, they love Demon Slayer. Chainsaw Man. Did any of the historical movies hit Japan? Yeah, it's like a fraction. It's like a small fraction. Wait, this is highest grossing Japanese films worldwide. I just went to Japanese market. In Japan. Kokuho, Japanese historical drama film directed by Sakoto Okudera. Yeah, kinda sad. Spirited Away and Your Name should have done more. The first slam dunk. What? The first slam dunk did well. That movie looked ass. This movie had 3G or CGI in it. It didn't look that good. looked kind of weird
yeah,
to me.
they're a lot more accessible for people who don't have any existing context about the series. For those people, it's just an underdog story where this short, young Japanese basketball player finds himself
The first slam dunk. Maybe people bought it because of nostalgia. Oh, so it's not that bad. It looks weird though. It looks unpolished. Right, so their market is around 40 billion max. 40 billion yen. What is that in USD? 250? 250 million. So that's how, like, that's the cap for Japan. How did Oppenheimer do? It's not even on the list. Alright, so maybe it's not going to do so well. Oppenheimer didn't make the list. Day 14. So it peaks after 2 months. What is this one? Never say never again. Oh. Production budget. Opening weekend, domestic box office, worldwide box office. Spectra. So this is by budget. What is the cheapest one? $1 million? Dr. No. That's 1963. No Time to Die. Did Tom Cruise? Was Tom Cruise the main character here? No, that's not Tom Cruise. Daniel Craig. In 2015. This did about 3x. Skyfall. Skyfall, IMDb. This must have been a good movie. MI6. That's the UK. This guy never ages. What the hell? Sean Connery, George Lazenby, Roger Moore, Timothy, Daniel Craig, and Pierce Brosnan. Then who is Tom Cruise? Did he ever play it? Known for Top Gun. Was he like a... Oh, it's from Mission Impossible. Yeah, I was thinking James Bond. To make it over $1 billion. Yeah, it's a 2012 movie. And they 5x'd. Who directed this one? Skyfall. IMDb. Yeah, I was thinking Tom Cruise was the Mission Impossible, or not Mission, but I was thinking he was the James Bond guy. Sam Mendes. Alright, so 2015, 2021. It's about time for a new movie, right? When is next James Bond movie? Expected to be released 2028. So 7 years to make a movie. Everything you need to know about James Bond. Oh yeah, have you seen Pluribus? Pluribus? This is by the same guy that made Breaking Bad. Rhea Seehorn from the sequel, from Better Call Saul. Dr. No, 1963. That's the first one. Yeah, what is Dr. No? Is this like the original James Bond movie? It's a Russian spy movie during the Cold War. Yeah, it is the same. It is the first James Bond movie. Sean Connery. When did he die? 2020, 5 years ago. List the James Bond movies and the mission and country. Here's a complete list. Dr. No. Stop Dr. No from sabotaging US space. Country in Jamaica. From Russia with love. Recover a Soviet decoding device. Survive a trap by Spectra. Countries in Turkey and Yugoslavia. Golden Finger. That's number 3. Mission. Stop Fort Knox Gold Reserve from being destroyed, irradiated. Countries in UK, Switzerland, and US. Thunderball. Recover stolen nuclear warheads. Countries in Bahama. You Only Live Twice. To prevent a war between US and USSR orchestrated by Spectra. Countries in Japan. Diamonds Are Forever. Stop a diamond power space laser weapon. Country, US and Netherlands. George Lazenby era. On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Mission Stop Blofeld's global biological warfare plot. Switzerland and Portugal. So these are like all atomic weapons based. It's like Cold War era stuff. Roger Moore era. Live and Let Die. Investigate Caribbean dictator linked to drug trafficking. USA and Jamaica. Man with the Golden Gun. Recover a solar energy weapon. Thailand, Hong Kong. Spy Who Loved Me. Stop nuclear submarine hijackings. Country, Egypt, Italy, Austria. Moonraker. Prevent human genocide from space. Country, US and Brazil. For Your Eyes Only. Recover British Mission Control System. Greece and Italy. Octopussy. Prevent nuclear attack in Europe, India and Germany. A View to Kill. Stop a plot to destroy Silicon Valley? Stop a plot to destroy Silicon Valley. How are you going to do that? Timothy Dalton era. Living Daylights. Mission. Uncover an arms and drug smuggling conspiracy. UK, Czechoslovakia, Afghanistan. Good old Czechoslovakia. What happened to this country? Central European. World War II. It experienced democracy, Nazi occupation, Soviet rule, and the Velvet Revolution before peacefully dissolving in 1993 into independent Czech Republic and Slovakia. Octopussy was in India. It's in India and Germany. Prevent a nuclear attack in Europe. Yeah, that was never going to happen. I don't think the Soviet Union was ever going to attack Europe. License to Kill. Mission. Personal vendetta against drug lord. Mexico. Fictional Isthmus nation. Hey yo, GoldenEye. I've heard about this game. This is a game too, right? Yeah, this is a super popular game. Never played it though. Tomorrow Never Dies. Prevent Media Mongol from starting World War. Amazon has all the rights. They bought James Bond. Amazon bought it. What the hell? What are they doing with it? Why does Amazon own James Bond? It acquired it in 2022, which held distribution rights and recently gained full creative control over the film franchise from longtime producers Barbara Broccoli and Michael G. Wilson, allowing Amazon MGM Studio to lead feature production. Potential spin-offs through Broccoli family still control over Bond media rights. The shift from Eon Productions' traditional stewardship gives Amazon the reins over the next chapter of 007, expanding the universe beyond just 2 films to potential series and other ventures. The World Is Not Enough, 1999. Protect oil pipe. Wait. The music's too loud. Die Another Day. Stop a space-based solar weapon. North Korea and Iceland. Daniel Craig era. Casino Royale. Bankrupt terrorist financier in a high-stakes poker game. Country Madagascar, Montenegro. Quantum of Solace. Stop a convert organization manipulating governments. Haiti, Bolivia. Skyfall. Well, I was wondering why it sold so well. It's in UK and China. Protect MI6 and stop a rogue former agent. UK and China. This is why it did so well. Spectra, dismantle Spectra and stop global surveillance control in Mexico, Italy, and Austria. No Time to Die. Stop a bioweapon targeting specific DNA. Italy, Norway, Japan. Do we know anything about the next James Bond movie? Wait, what era is this? This is the Daniel Craig era. There's a little reliable information about the next James Bond movie, often called Bond 26. Here's what we know. Director Daniel. Is this a new director? Daniel Craig. Who directed this one? Oh, that's the actor. What about the director? They're not searching for a new James Bond. Here's what we know about Bond 26. Denis Villeneuve, so new director. Confirmed to helm the next Bond film for Amazon MGM Studios. This marks a new era since Amazon took creative control. Screenwriter Stephen Knight, creator of Peaky Blinders, is writing the script. This guy is mentioned in his videos about James Bond movies.
The Bond franchise has survived 6 decades, 5 global recessions, 3 near deaths, and a literal pandemic. Tarantino and Spielberg wanted to direct one, both were turned down. Brosnan got fired over the phone, and through all of that, only one of the 25 Bond films actually lost money.
Alright, which one? Which one flopped? I'm guessing it's Casino Royale, maybe? Which one flopped? What's the movie that flopped? There isn't a single James movie that's usually considered a major box office flop in a sense. Most commonly viewed as weak entries, A View to Kill 85. That's like decades ago.
60 years of actor swaps, lawsuits, and bad scripts, and the franchise only stumbled once, at the worst possible time. This is every James Bond movie budget compared to its box office.
So I'm guessing it's this one, right? A View to Kill. Casino Royale. This is a parody. A View to Kill had very low critical reputation. Was it a box office flop? No. Not a financial flop overall, but underperformed domestically. License to Kill.
It's late 1961, and United Artists is already trying to turn Bond into a household name in North America. Newspapers were getting these box sets of Fleming's books, press kits, photos of Ursula Andress.
Okay, so it did well worldwide, it just didn't do well domestically.
Basically, they wanted you to know who James Bond was before you even walked into the theater. Dr. No opens in the UK, 168 cinemas, makes $840,000 in 2 weeks. Ends up being the 5th biggest movie of the year there. Budget was just $1 million, and it doesn't stop there. The original North American gross was $2 million, but after a reissue with From Russia with Love, that jumps up to $6 million. And they kept reissuing it. Double feature with Goldfinger, anything to keep the momentum going while they made the next one. All told, Dr. No pulls in almost $60 million worldwide. That's 60 times its budget. The first Bond movie didn't just make money, it basically rewrote the Hollywood playbook for what a franchise could be. After that, United Artists doesn't even hesitate. Second film, budget doubled to $2 million. Connery gets a big pay bump too,
40x.
$100,000 bonus on top of his regular salary. And it pays off. First release, $12.5 million, which is already double what Dr. No made. After reissues, $78 million total, $24 million just from North America. It's not just a hit, it's one of the best reviewed entries in the series. Connery's a star, Bond is everywhere, and they're just getting warmed up. Now here's where it really takes off. They wanted to do On Her Majesty's Secret Service next, but just didn't have time for the Swiss location, so they pivoted to Goldfinger. There's also a whole legal mess going on with Thunderball at this point, just chaos behind the scenes. Goldfinger gets a $3 million budget, which is huge for 1964, and it makes that back in 2 weeks. Guinness Book of Records lists it as the fastest grossing film ever at the time. $10.3 million in just 14 weeks in the US. This
is
movie
when Hollywood
is an
blew
event.
up, right?
Ends its original run with $23 million in the US, $46 million worldwide. After
if you
reissues, again,
50x
they
and
loved
60x,
double features. It
your
ends up
market
with
should be booming.
$51 million in the US and $125 million.
They had a lot of demand, right? So, yeah. This is like the peak Hollywood times, when you had a lot of profits.
Worldwide. And honestly, the way Goldfinger is structured, that's the template for every Bond film after this. By the third movie, Bond isn't just popular, it's a
That's
full-blown
crazy though. You spend $1 million and you get 30 to 40 million back. Or you spend $2 million, you get 40x. Like, no wonder Hollywood blew up this time.
phenomenon.
Alright, I can't watch all of it. I gotta finish my bingo card. Yeah, why is that? I don't see James Bond mentioned in the movie. Why isn't James Bond in the title? James Bond isn't in the title because creator Ian Fleming wanted the character's name to sound common and unremarkable, making him a more relatable, grounded spy with the focus instead of the exotic, thrilling mission titles like Goldfinger or From Russia with Love, giving each film a unique, self-contained adventure feel that boosts. So it's like the main character thing, right? It's like the hentai character with like no face, hair covering their eye. It's the generic character avatar. Christopher Nolan, Dark Knight, and Dark Knight Rises are the only two movies of Batman which the name Batman is not mentioned in the movie. Really? I thought it was Batman the Dark Knight. The Dark Knight. Why doesn't the Dark Knight have Batman in the title? Christopher Nolan used the Dark Knight title for a second film to signify Batman's evolution from a vigilante to a true symbolic protector of Gotham, a title he earned by facing the Joker's chaos and challenging the city's very idea of heroism, making it about a concept of the Dark Knight rather than just a man. The name was a symbolic step up, reflecting his transformation and the deeper themes explored in the film, moving beyond just Batman. So it goes from Batman to Dark Knight. So the Dark Knight is still the Batman. So like it's like Batman got his name upgraded. The Batman Begins. The Batman turns into the Dark Knight, and then the Dark Knight rises. Is that what he's trying to say? Right. Oil price? How's the oil price? Crude oil. It's going down. That's pretty good. $2014 or 2022. Price chart. Gold. Silver? Silver skyrocketed. Iron ore from China. That's stable. Lumber? Lumber's going up like crazy, I think. Nope, never mind. Heating oil? Brent oil, crude oil. I don't know the difference. Cheese. They have a chart on cheese. Coffee? Coffee. Rice? Are we getting more rice? We are getting more rice. Holy shit. What happened this year? It went from 18, 19 to 9. It dropped it by half. What's going on with rice? No, not the NFL player. Rice. Price. Is falling globally, hitting multi-year lows due to abundant harvest, especially from India, which lifted its export ban, increasing supply and pressuring markets despite some regional demand fluctuations and production challenges in places like Southeast Asia. The US, where farmers face significant price drops, abundance contrasts the earlier concerns about supply shocks from climate issues. India's return to market. So is India. India's doing this. Tea. Tea's going up. But it's in like seasons or something. Silicon? I gotta work on my bingo card. Billionaire one-time wealth tax passed in California election. Trump RX launched by January. Will Israel strike Gaza in December 3rd? Probably. Alright, who's gonna die? Who's like 100 years old? Which companies will have top-ranked AI? OpenAI, Anthropic. Will Zelensky and Putin speak? Zelensky and Putin meet. Zelensky and Putin meet in public. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're halfway there. Yeah, I made one last year too. Let me see. I gotta check that one. Here it is. This is from last year. Hey, wait, how many did I get right? Daylight saving gone. Got that one wrong. Poland officially joins Ukrainian war. I think they did briefly. Enters war. There was some headlines about it. It's not currently at war, undergoing significant military. I thought they were gonna invade. Invasion of Poland? Not that one. I'll defend our nation. Poles prepare for a growing threat of war. Yeah, Poland shoots down Russian drones. Will NATO enter? I mean, I don't think that's war. I don't think that's officially entering the war. Rise of AI YouTubers? We didn't get AI YouTubers, we got AI TikTokers. So, like, I was almost there. AI TikTok character. Yeah, there's like people that are making... Well, it's like they cover their face with AI and they match the lips. AI lip sync. I have to log in to view. But yeah, there were AI characters that I saw. Yeah, something like this.
Animation just changed forever. Check this out.
But there's people that are doing this without like the face, so it's just the AI talking, and that's the whole channel. So yeah, in a way, I guess that's the point. And Joe Rogan's person time of the year. It's obviously not true. Korean Union of some form. Yeah, that didn't happen. Although it is happening quietly. Like, there are Korean companies that are going into like Kaesong Industry Complex. South Korean companies previously operated jointly with North Korea, most notably at Kaesong Industrial Complex, a successful venture where South Korean firms used cheap North Korean labor for manufacturing until 2016's shutdown. Okay, so not that one. But I did see some more companies like that. Mass protests because of government cuts. Yeah, that happened. We got the Doge protest. refers to widespread demonstration in early 2025 against Elon Musk leadership. So I got one. Milei help EU and US cut government. Did he help? Did he? Did he give advice or something? Has not directly cut US or no, but did he help? However, his radical free market deregulation agenda in Argentina has been seized as an example by some US and EU government. No direct regulatory power. Trade policy, did he give advice to cut EU regulation? Yes, Argentina President Javier Milei had offered to provide advice to the US government on cutting regulation. His administration has also been working within the Mercosur trade bloc to promote free trade, which implicitly involves reducing trade barriers and regulations with other regions like the EU. Through his direct advice, has been focused on the US. So I guess that's kind of true. He did give advice. 2025, a mix of pop culture scandals, bizarre internet memes, and high-profile global events dominated social media feeds based on end-of-the-year reports of 2025. Here are the top 10 most viral moments. Coldplay Kiss Cam scandal. During a July concert in Boston, a couple caught on Jumbotten ductwork cover, sparking a massive internet hunt. It was revealed the pair were a tech CEO and colleague reportedly involved in an affair, leading to a high-profile resignation. I think I saw this one. The Coldplay. Yeah, they acted pretty suspiciously, right? Like he hit his face or something. Andy Byron. Yeah, kinda suspicious. And he resigned too, which kinda confirms it. Labubu Doll Mania. These ugly cute monsters by Pop Mart became the year's ultimate status symbol after Blackpink's Lisa and other celebrities were spotted with them. Fans worldwide waited in the massive queues for drops, and craze even sparked a counterfeit market for Lafufus. What's the price? 19. These are the rip-offs, right? Where did it peak? And it's all because of Lisa? Higher end fakes. Some sellers ask for $100 for a small lot, but this is less common. $70 for dolls. Official items. How much does it sell for? How high did Lafufus go? In price? Holy shit. 150,000 for rare, life-size, or secret editions. 150k at Beijing auction. Why? Who's buying this stuff? Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce engagement couple broke the internet. I feel like I've seen this before. Like, not with Travis, but like, didn't she have a bunch of boyfriends? How many times did Taylor Swift break up? There's a meme about her. Like, every time she breaks up, she writes a song. Joe Jonas, Taylor Lautner, Joe Mayer, Jake something, Harry Styles, Calvin Harris, Tom Hiddleston, John Awen, Matt Healy. I feel like she's gonna break up. I got this crazy feeling that she's gonna break up again. Crazy buying all that stuff. The Louvre Crown Jewels haste. In October, thieves disguised as construction workers used a furniture lift to break the Louvre in broad daylight. They escaped with over 100 million jewels, electric scooters, but the internet was most amused by reports that the museum's security password was simply Louvre. And they just guessed it. Like, at least to your phone number, right? Use your phone number as the password. The thieves disguised as construction workers used furniture lift to access Louvre's museum second floor. Also, they could have just asked people what the password was. So they just guessed. They didn't even ask around, they just guessed it. Deeper dive. 6-7 meme. 6-7. It is stupid. It's like 6-9, but the word of the year by dictionary. Really? It's the word of the year. (2025). What is the word of the year? Slop? Low quality AI content. And Oxford choosing rage bait provocative online content. Meme. Oh, name. That's not the word of the year. By dictionary.com. The word of the year is, why did we choose 6? That's your word of the year? Really? That's not even a word, that's numbers. And it's 2 words. Alright, what are some other word of the years? Agentic, aura farming, proligraphy, clanker. The Gen Z stare. Its surge in popularity mid-2025, capturing both a generational quirk and cultural flashpoint. Kiss cam. Over tourism, tariff, tradwife. Yeah, like 6-7 isn't even a word. That's 2 words, and it's a number. Who made this thing? Why did we who is we? Who is this we person? Why did we choose 6-7? Who runs this thing? Who chose dictionary word of the year? It's probably some 50-year-old guy, right? No single entity. So they don't even have a name. It's pronounced 6-7. Yeah, I know. It's somehow newsworthy. Don't worry, because they're all trying to figure it out what it means. Then why did you put it here? We're all still trying to figure out what exactly is. You put the word of the year. What does it mean? What's the definition? Some drunk fucking guy. Alright, let's guess the next word of the year. Yeah, that's impossible. It's impossible to guess the word of the year. Yeah, if you're gonna have the word of the year, you have to have a definition, right? They don't even know what it means. Alright, Walmart becomes top 10 stock due to e-commerce. Walmart stock. How did they do? They grew 25%. But it's not top 10, it's like 13. Yeah, they're 13. But if we only include the US countries, it's 11? Yes, 11. Yeah, so I'm not going to take that seriously. Dictionary lost our credibility. Or TikTok saved or comes back in some form. That definitely happened. Spirit Airlines. What happened to Spirit Airlines? I made this in 2024, right? Like December 2024. Spirit Airlines faced severe financial trouble, filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2024 and again in mid-2025, leading to route cuts, fleet reduction, pilot furloughs as company attempts significant restructuring, failed mergers, attempts to merge Frontier and JetBlue failed, pandemic aftermath, never fully recovered, financial losses, second bankruptcy. Current situation. Spirit continues to operate during bankruptcy, selling tickets, maintaining loyalty programs. They're trying to emerged as a smaller, more profitable airline, but the situation remains critical. So they're still alone. They haven't merged yet, but they're still in bankruptcy. That was pretty close. They tried to merge, but lots of Democrats joined Trump, boosting popularity at start. Tracker. At the start. His popularity was high at the start, and it just declined from there. So I'll take that point. All right. Wall Street going up in the north border. Construction is ongoing in New Segment's border, locating U.S.-Mexico, including Texas, Arizona, California, New Mexico. Texas is actively building its own... I don't know. What about Canada border? Yes, some physical barriers, primarily steel cable fences, have been built or are under construction on the U.S.-Canada border in specific areas, often to deter smuggling of drugs and people, but not continuous walls. Okay, so, well, it's been going on. How many miles of border was built in 2025? I was exploring the U.S.-Canada border and came across... I don't know, did they build any walls in 2025? No major physical wall construction. Most wall... Okay, but how about some? I said start going up, right? Walls start going up. How much walls built on Canada border in 2025? There was no walls. Not even one? Alright. Major EV company. Mexico EV company. Startup. Mexico's major new EV startup is Olinia, a government-backed initiative under President Sheinbaum to create an affordable mix and made electric micro vehicles like compact cars. That's pretty cheap. Affordable price around $4,500 to $9,000 or $9,000. And a debut during 2026 World Cup, aiming to boost national tech independence. Olinia. Unveiled President Claudia Sheinbaum isn't part of a broader national strategy. Mexico plans to 2025 promote local manufacturing. Olinia found date 2024. Project was first announced. Project was formally announced again as part of Mexico Plan 2025. The final design part of first only vehicles is expected to be unveiled. So I was kind of right. But they announced it before I predicted it. 2025 recession, that didn't happen. Although we did get a negative GDP at one point. No walls, yeah, 0 walls. 2025 by quarter. Q1 growth was reported 2.9, increased 3.8, jumped to 4.3. Okay, so no recession. Israel wins war in some ways. They did. I think they did. Like, you see the protests going on in Iran right now. And then the 12-day war. Iran-Israel war. Known as the 12-day war, was an armed conflict in the Middle East. The war began when Israel bombed. Okay, so who won? I think we won, right? We destroyed their nuclear facilities and then we just got out. I'd consider that a win. Cure to cancer. Yeah, it lasted 12 days, and we just bombed and we got out, and nothing happened. So I'm taking that as a win. It was over in June. Yeah. Cured cancer. Do we have cure to cancer? There isn't one not universal, but cure to cancer 2025. Key breakthroughs and trends in 2025: immunotherapy and vaccines. mRNA vaccines showed promise in boosting immunotherapy in mice, hinting at universal vaccines. New drugs like vepdegestrant show strong results for certain breast cancers. Targeting KRAS mutations open new avenues. What is that free you mentioned in your green card? Oh, that's the free card. Like, everyone gets a free square. Like, if you refresh this site, it's just free. It's just there. That's the game rule. Demonic profiling became crucial for tailoring treatments, with AI also playing a role in supportive care. Antibody conjugates with better payloads and linker technology were under development, and novel approaches using antidepressant science emerged. FDI approvals. Approved therapies for rare pediatric cancers, and expanded uses for immunotherapy. So they made advances on cancer, but they didn't solve cancer in general term. Japan, oh yeah, I heard. Dollar crashes. Did the dollar crash? Well, you weakened. Refers to a rapid, severe loss. I'm gonna look at the dollar or the gold value. Gold chart. Gold price chart. For the past year. So gold gained 71%, which means the dollar lost 71% of its value compared to gold. I think that's a crash. So from 2021 to 2025, gold gained 44%, and from 2025 to December, the dollar lost 72%. Yeah, I say that's a crash. That's pretty severe. A US politician gets assassinated. I predicted that. That's the woman, right? Melania Hortman, assassinated in a shooting in her home, Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, in the US. And Minnesota, like, that's the news right now with the Somalians right now. So I got that one right. Bitcoin drops by 50%. From all-time high. Nope, it dropped 27% maybe. Yep, 27%. I was way off. I was off by 23%. Notable disasters in year ending in 26. In 5026, while not a natural disaster, this was the year of the Battle of Panipat. 1726, historical records showed localized events such as significant earthquake in Palmero, Italy. 1826, no single world-ending disaster recorded, though this year marked the end of the first cholera pandemic, which killed millions globally. The Havana Bermuda hurricane caused massive destruction in Florida and the Caribbean, killing hundreds. This year also saw the Great Flood in Malaya during a strong La Nina event. I gotta add that in. Major disaster. major flooding in US. But this happens every year, right? Like we got one last year in 2025, we got one in 2024. So this wouldn't be like a major groundbreaking prediction. It's like the sun rises, tsunami or earthquake. Yeah, let's go with well, tsunami's only in Japan, right? Types of natural disasters. Volcanic eruption, flood. Yeah, these all happen like every single year. Landslide, sinkhole. Something like COVID? No. And even if we did, people are going to resist it. People are going to resist lockdowns. So it wouldn't feel serious. Actually, major virus returns. How about that? Like, what is RFK working on? Opinion. I was wrong about RFK Jr. How RFK upended the public health system. The gender affirming care. Denies eating a dog. He denied something. I forgot what it was. I'll just say major virus returns. What? Viruses has been eradicated by vaccines. Measles. The year measles came back. Should I say that? Measles came back. But that's in the news, so it's kind of late. Natural disasters. We'll just pick one from here. Cyclone? Earthquake, tsunami, forest fire, wildfire, severe storm, evacuation, eruption, crater, prediction, fault, flood, magnitude, drought. Let's go with drought. Major drought. Major drought happens. And what else did I say? Ford reveals self-driving cars. Ford. Ford's self-driving car efforts focus on Blue Cruise system, a level 2 driver assist for hands-free, map blue zones requiring driver attention, and developing future level 4 autonomous vehicles for commercial use. But I didn't say they would release it, right? I said they would announce it. Or they would reveal it. Leveraging tech from defunct Argo AI partnership, aiming for complex urban driving. Though plans shift, they've tested Fusion hybrids and now integrated Blue Cruise into models like F-150, Mach-E, and ongoing work on advanced sensors and AI for true autonomy. This video provides an overview of how Ford's Blue Cruise system works. This is in January 2025.
Blue Cruise is hands-free highway driving.
So about 1 month after I made this bingo card, they released this video.
Driving less stressful, access highways, so you can let go and mind to remind you to pay attention, giving you visual and audio prompts if your eyes are off the road for too long. Adaptive Cruise Control already adjusts your speed to the flow of traffic. Blue Cruise builds on that as a driver assistance feature, not a replacement. It helps monitor your position on the road and scans the traffic around you. In-lane repositioning detects approaching vehicles and can shift you over in the lane providing a little extra room when you need.
So it's a very clunky version of the FSD. Right, US, Canada, Mexico financial union and alliance of some kind. I think we have an alliance, right? Canada, tariff on China has imposed significant tariffs on Chinese goods, notably 100% surtax on Chinese EVs, 25 tariff on steel and aluminum, starting in late 20. Okay, so it's a little late. With ongoing trade disputes and diplomatic talks ongoing late 2025. Didn't we redo the thing? Did Trump renegotiate NAFTA in 2025? Nope. USMCA. He replaced it with USMCA. Nope, he did not renegotiate. Instead, his administration initiated the 2026 joint review, leveraging it to push for changes while imposing tariffs and threatening Juul's future, setting the stage for potential major negotiation shifts in 2026. Also, Mexico just added tariffs too on China. Mexico recently implemented significant new tariffs effective January 1st on thousands of Chinese imports, with rates reaching up to 50% on items like vehicles, textiles, steel, electronics to protect domestic industries and align trade policy with the US. Hey, we're aligned. That's some form of alliance. And seen as a strategic response to US trade pressure. Yeah, it's like half a point. It's like we're huddling up against China, right? US, EU countries If I see it, I'll remember it. But the only one I remember is like Hombre at the top of my head. More predictions. Snow in Detroit this month, 3 inches. How much will the government increase? Powell out as chair before May 26. He's gonna be out, obviously. Tim Walz out as governor of Minnesota. Tim Walz. Minnesota gubernatorial election. Is it 2026? It is 2026. Tim Walz won by 52 points. 53. 50. Maybe we can get the first Republican? What is DFL? Farmer Labor Party. Is that the same party? It is. Tim Walz goes to jail, maybe? No. No. Oh yeah, I restored that painting. And I lost the file. Restore something. I think that's pretty good. Alright, Tim Walz goes to jail. Indicted. Tim Walz drops out of primary. Tim Walz drops out, or doesn't win. Doesn't win gubernatorial race. Oh yeah, Red Dead, my favorite game. Red Dead Redemption 2 is my favorite one. When are they going to release 3? Red Dead Redemption 3. Strongly anticipated. Considerably practically confirmed by industry. Really? So it's practically confirmed. Though Rockstar Games hasn't officially announced it, with early concept work reportedly underway, the next game will likely feature new protagonists and stories, and potentially exploring earlier eras or even complete reboot. As RDR2 concluded the Van der Linde saga. I don't think it'll be released or announced this year. I don't even think it'll be announced next year. Or maybe it'll be maybe next year. When is GTA 6 coming out? Right, 2026. So I'm gonna say they announce RDR3 in 2027. I gotta say something about GTA 6. GTA 6. Resident Evil 3 remake. Oh yeah, I was gonna play Uma Musume because I keep hearing about it. Whatever this game is. I tried to ignore it, but I couldn't. It just kept showing up on my feed for some reason. So I guess I'll give it a try. RDR3 leaks, maybe? No. GTA 6. I don't think it'll be delayed again. Because it's already delayed, right? It was supposed to come out this year. Or 2025. And then they delayed it. And if they delay it again, they have to do it in the holiday season, so it's going to be 2027 of November. So I don't think it'll work out that way. I might say GTA 6 rushed. Criticized for being rushed, maybe. What are some GTA 6 rumors? Amid GTA 6 delay concerns, GTA 5 devs talks pricing. Oh yeah, they were going to do a price hike. Former developer predicts a $70 base price. They should keep it $60. They're going to sell like billions of it. So they're going to make their money. I don't think they have to increase the price to $70. GTA 6 third delay has gamers preparing for the worst. Don't do it, Rockstar. Oh no. There's articles about it. GTA 5 came out in 2013. It's been 13 years for one game. Well, what about the first RDR game? That was 2010. And then GTA 4 release date was 2000. So it was a few years between. I assume they're going to announce it in 2027. Red Dead Redemption 3. Yeah, they kind of have to. If they're going to release RDR 3, they can't wait anymore. Yeah, that's for next year. And no delay. I'm going to predict that. GTA 6, no delay. Yeah, why did GTA 6 take so long? Why did GTA 6 take so long? What were they doing all this time? It took so long due to a combination of ambitious scale, evolving next-gen technology, focusing on RDR 2. Okay, this is excusable. Massive success at GTA Online, reducing urgency, then the pandemic, internal development challenges leading to significant polishing and optimizing for new hardware. Rockstar's commitment to high quality and complex features like ray tracing and advanced physics also extended development, with reported delays and a push for a better work-life balance. You know what? They released RDR 2, so I don't know, I forgive them for taking this long. Also, COVID. It's like every game got delayed. Even Metroid 4. GTA 5 in 2013 was only out for PS3 and Xbox 360, only 2 game consoles. It was out not even PC, but still in 2013, GTA 5 made over 1 billion in 3 days. I think it's like one of the most selling games by now, right? Top selling games of all time. It's gotta be up here. Whoa. Yeah, it's number 2, right after Minecraft. 1 billion. I bet, bro. Like, everyone waited 12 years for this stuff. Like, it better sell 1 billion. Yeah, this is still crazy. If you take out Wii Sports, which is kind of cheating because it came out with the console, it's number 2 and 3, right? And then Minecraft, that's kind of cheating too. And Mario Kart. Yeah, so Rockstar is the king of game studios right now. Did they make any other games in the top spots? Rockstar North, Rockstar Games. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. People are talking about this too. It's a 2004 game. And then the rest is like just Nintendo and Activision. Yeah, also Minecraft is like 20 bucks. How much is Minecraft? It's 30 bucks. Often sold with 22 on Game Pass. Typically around 19.99 to 29. Yeah, that's cheating, right? And when was this released? 2012? 2011. Yeah, so it should be number 1 and 2. Man, GTA 6 is going to be wild. Alright, Game of the Year. We gotta put Game of the Year, right? GTA, no. Maybe? Game of the Year? Probably. It's probably Game of the Year. But I'm gonna say No Delay because that's the harder prediction. Actually, I'll do both. No Delay plus Game of the Year. It's your first release in 2026. Wait, when did Zelda get Game of the Year? Because that released in December too, right? Or November? No, released in March. Game of the Year awards. Astrobot released in September. Well, I heard Expedition 33 got Game of the Year. When did that release? Released in April. So how late can you be? Baldur's Gate 3 released September. We have a chance. This released in September or August. God of War is April. That's kind of early. May. Wait, this is British Academy. Game Awards. Yeah, 2018. Red Dead Redemption 2 should have won. It got stolen from him. God of War, what is the Metacritic? It's 94. Although it's good, it's not 98. 97. It's got the better score. Is it because it released late? It released on October 26th. Damn. Maybe that's why. God of War released on April 20th, 2018. This one released in October 26th. Maybe this is why they lost. They just didn't have time to get in the list. Alright, so I gotta say GTA No Delay plus no Game of the Year. Not Game of the Year. Wait, did GTA 5 win Game of the Year? (2013) Last of Us. Okay. Many outlets like IGN and DICE Awards celebrated the story, while Grand Theft Auto 5 won Game of the Year at Spike Video Game Awards and was considered a strong contender across board. Also, the other thing is, now that everyone knows that GTA 6 is coming out, they might wait until 2027 to release their games. Really? 2010? Game of the Year was Red Dead Redemption and Mass Effect 2. When did Red Dead Redemption 1 release? It's May, that's why. They gotta release. Maybe there will be a delay. I don't know, what are they gonna go for? Are they gonna go for sales? Or are they gonna go for Game of the Year? If they're gonna go with sales, you want to release it late, during the holiday season. But if you want to go for Game of the Year, you want to release it around May. I don't know, let's just predict it. GTA 6 no delay, and we have another GTA 6 prediction. Doesn't win Game of the Year. Upsets fans. Yeah, I don't think they'll win it. It's too late. Also, Expedition 33. Who's the developers? Dev team. Because they just won Game of the Year, so if they wanna continue their momentum, they might as well release something now. Like they might as well say that we're working on something. Claire Obscur. Announces they're working on a new game. They might as well, right? Just announce it, and if you cancel it later. But you need that momentum. Alright, more politics. Russia versus Ukraine peace parley. Will Russia enter Kyiv by December? So the war is gonna continue, I guess. 6 million, that's pretty good. Although 6 million, like Pokemon can release the worst Pokemon game and it's gonna sell at least 10 million. Pokemon Legends CA sales. It sold 6 million. Wait, how's the price? Is it $60? Price 30. It's like 40, 50. What about Pokemon? Price 60, 70. $70 for enhanced Nintendo Switch 2 version. That's so greedy, bro. This fucking Pokemon is like a 5-hour game. Maybe 10. But $70. And then Expedition 33 sells it for 50. That's so greedy, bro. That's so unfair. And then it sells about the same number of sales too. Yeah, but they should announce a new game. Another earthquake by January 31st. Nuclear weapon detonation by Steam Awards. There's a Steam Awards. Game of the Year Award, Arc Raiders. Expedition 33, Dispatch, Hollow Knight, Kingdom Come, VR Game of the Year. It's merely masquerading as regular reality. Game improves on reality, taking advantage of medium VR. Labor of Love. Red Dead 2 sold over 17 million units in less than 2 weeks. Yeah, because they released it in a holiday season, like Thanksgiving, November, December, Christmas. And that's when you want to release your games. When did Expedition 33 release? April. This is when everyone is in school. I keep seeing this one, Dispatch. The superhero one. What is this about? Superhero workplace comedy where choices matter. Manage a dysfunctional team of misfit heroes and strategize who to send emergencies around the city while balancing office politics, personal relations, and your own quest to become a hero. All episodes out now. Wolf Among Us. Baldur's Gate. Oh, it's on sale. Is there a Baldur's Gate 4? Announcement? Has been officially confirmed. Ayo. Though no developer has said it won't be Lorraine Studios. They're actively seeking the right partner, potential new studio, or an unknown RPG maker who hints that successor will happen, but likely years away. Focus on finding perfect fit. What is Nintendo up to? Upcoming games. Pokemon Pokopia. Animal Crossing New Horizons releases. This is New Horizons though, it was on the Switch 1. Already are 2 sold over 80 million copies, making one of the best selling, and deserved, right? Absolutely deserved. Sold over 33 million copies, huge difference between copies sold, copies clearly read to purchased by many people over God of War game. New Horizons. So it's the same game. Upgrade pack. So if you upgrade it, it costs $5. So if you have the Switch version and you want to play it on the Nintendo Switch 2, you have to pay $5 to upgrade it. The Perfect Pencil. Coming soon. There's always something to look fun. There's always something fun to look forward to when you pre-order the digital version. You can preload on your system and play when it's released. If you're not ready to decide yet, just press heart icon and add it to your wish list for later. Okay, so nothing interesting going on here. Oscar award for Best Picture. (2025) one. Anora? It's a romance comedy. A young sex worker from Brooklyn whose life takes an unexpected turn when she meets an impulsive Mary Zvenya, the impetuous son of Russian billionaire.
Three carrots.
You're dead wrong.
Like Cinderella. Anything, okay?
Yeah, I don't know who wins Oscars anymore. US Netflix movie this weekend. Wrath of Man. Wake Up Dead Man. Really? How's the IMDb? 7.4. How did you win? How did you win Best Picture? I feel some kind of corruption going on. It's like somebody must have paid him off. Or have connections or something. It's 7.4. That's like okay. It's a decent movie. Or what about Oscar Best Film, period? And Nora? Oscar winner 2025. Any other one? The best winner, the big winner at 97th Academy Awards, Oscar was in Nora. That's rigged. Substance. Look, I expected to see like 8.0 at least. Popularity. Ayo, Avatar. Fire and Ash. Apex. This is upcoming. They should make a movie for our Red Dead. They do have it? They have a movie for Red Dead Redemption? The Man from Blackwater. A pity it's not live action. Seems unnecessary as a project. I have absolutely no experience of the computer game this short film is based upon. Lord of the Rings. 2003 Academy Award winners. Chicago, is there a different group that does it? Best Pictures nominees. Is here nominees? Two Towers. KK Tolkien, right? That's the name. Tolkien. Does he have any other books that he wrote before he died? Works compiled by Christopher Tolkien. Wait, is this the right guy? Who's the author? (2004). Oh, there it is. 76 Academy Awards. The Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, which swept all 11 categories it was nominated in. Best Picture, Director, Best Adapted Screenplay, tying the records for most wins for a single film. Who the fuck is Christopher? Christopher Tolkien was an English and naturalized French academic editor and writer, son of author. So that's the son. Tells the story of Turin Tamar's sister Naina. Books. List. Do we have any? Does Lord of the Rings have any unadapted books? Or is the series finished? Short answer, it's finished, but not everything Tolkien wrote has been fully or faithfully adapted, so it's finished. Damn. It would have been cool if he had some leftover books, like a sequel that no one knew about. Highest temperature. Who will win Brazil presidential election? Who's the president right now? Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. Just gonna say he wins again. It's almost $1 billion. Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. It's almost $1 billion. They should release it again in theaters and then see how much they make. Alright, what are other people's predictions in 2025? Or 2026 bingo card? Predictions. What is MBMBAM? What is the subreddit? My brother, and me, the subreddit. A subreddit for MBM fans who ask each other where they're good, complain about wrong. Okay, so it's like a niche part. What is in your card for 2026? I hope the damn bingo card phrase goes away. I'm so sick of every question and statement in 2025 having a bingo card in this sentence. Why? Our first out-of-country trip with my girlfriend, seeing hundreds of these lazy deer, ripples every year for the next 2 months. Okay, so it's not prediction bingo. I need 8 more predictions. Ask Reddit, what is in your 2026 bingo card? Dead. Like, who's gonna die? List of people you didn't know were alive still. Mel Brooks, Jane, Buzz Aldrin. How old is this guy? 95? Give me some predictions for 2026. That is unlikely. Or for 2026, that will surprise people. Here's some surprising but plausible predictions. Strongman fatigue sets in globally, not left-wing or right-wing, but a boring competence shift. Voters in multiple countries reward low-drama administration over charismatic figures. Quiet technocrats start winning elections. People expected to be polarized. Why surprises? Everyone expects more populism, not less. U.S. presidency matters less than expected in day-to-day life. Regardless of who's president, states, courts, or agencies increasingly shape outcomes. Americans slowly realize founding system is doing exactly what it was designed to do: dilute executive dominance. Major country openly rewrites the constitution to weaken executive. Tech and AI. AI stops feeling magical, it becomes invisible. AI wow moments fade. The real challenge is that AI quietly runs the logistics, scheduling, customer service, legal drafts, and internal decision making. All right, US GDP grows at 3% plus. 3% is a lot, right? US GDP growth rate by year. It barely hits 3% nowadays. It hasn't hit 3% except for 2021 in like 2 decades almost. So I feel like we're gonna hit 3% this year. When am I streaming? Probably next week, Monday or Tuesday. Because I want to try out that Usumasumi game. Uma Musume. growth rate. I want to try this game. I keep hearing about it. Tomorrow? It's Saturday, right? No, not tomorrow. Maybe Monday or Tuesday. Output tokens used to run artificial intelligence index. One high-profile company. What is my diet right now? I eat like once or twice a day. Usually hamburgers. White-collar recession quietly continues while blue-collar wages rise. Trades, logistics, government. Young people stop chasing passion jobs en masse. Stability, benefit, and predictability become aspirational again, echoing post-World War II attributes. Why surprises? This runs against one of your rules that of do what you love culture. Did I do manufacturing? Did I say anything about manufacturing? Manufacturing boom in the US assisted by AI. I did. Major geopolitical conflict de-escalates without a treaty. China surprises analysts by prioritizing internal stability over expansion. China continues to grow at 5%, maybe? Energy becomes less of a geopolitical weapon than expected. No. Culture, society, social media loses its moral authority. People who use it daily still use it, but stop believing it represents reality. CNN. How's CNN doing? Revenue. Seen fluctuations from 2 bill to 1 bill in 2023. I don't know. Historical literacy quietly improves. Cynicism peaks, then declines. Not optimism, but realism. People stop expecting utopias or collapses and plan their lives more locally. Doom narratives will feel permanent, but historically they burn out. Should I say Trump approval rating goes up? Slowly climbs throughout the year. 2026 won't feel revolutionary while it's happening, but in hindsight, it looks like the year expectation finally reset. Less hysteria, less fantasy, more adaptation. If you want, I can narrow this to US only predictions. Focus on war, markets, war, or election, or give 5 prediction. Everyone get wrong. September 2024. Maybe it's the camera. I got a new camera. Oh yeah, I took a bath. It's probably the camera too. Or maybe it's the angle. I'm thinking it's probably the camera. I'm gonna ask Google. Give me some 2026 predictions most people will get wrong. The election will decide everything. It won't. AI will not cause mass employment. Yeah. I'm gonna say AI causes job growth. Or actually, job growth in general. In public sector. In private sector? Yeah, that's kind of obvious. It happens every year. The next big crisis won't be one that everyone was watching. It won't be AI takeover, climate apocalypse, or global war explosion. What are some things people predicted in 2000? The fear. Many believe the computer's transition from 99 to 0. Old system would read year as 1900, causing global chaos, power outages, and financial collapse. Reality. Massive global efforts to update software and hardware prevented the making the apocalypse a non-event, a testament to successful preventive work. Major events that happened in politics. George Bush won a contested US president against Al Gore, decided by Supreme Court. Tech. Nintendo announced GameCube. American Beauty won awards. Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston married. Really? Seriously? Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston. They divorced. The Summer Olympics were held in Sydney. When is the next Olympics? 2026? Will be held in Italy, marking the first time two cities co-host the Winter Games, with Milan handling urban events and Cortina in the mountain sports. Key highlights include the debut of sky mountaineering as a sport, the return of... Alright, bye. I'm gonna finish this bingo card. The Olympics. I'm gonna say Italy. No. I was gonna say there's a protest at the Olympics. Predictions from the year 1900s for the year 2000. Let's start with the French chart. You're going to be flying on fish. You're going to be riding fish instead of horses. And this is in 1900s. They have flying cars. What is that? Flying houses? Airplanes. What are they doing? Like they're throwing books in a machine and it's like they're downloading things into their brain. Is that what it is? A whale bus. Aerial firemen. I think we have those, right? But it's not firemen, it's drones. Again, drones. Like these things turn into to be more advanced. Like they think it's humans flying, but it's actually drones. It's unmanned aircraft. Drivers and horseback. That's fucking crazy, bro. Who made these? 4 more of these per illustrations. So a lot of flying. Article: What may happen in the next 100 years? In 1900, civil engineer John Alfred Watkins Jr. wrote this article for Ladies' Home Journal. Some predictions: no more mosquitoes nor flies. We still have those. Ready-cooked meals, like the frozen meals that you microwave. Cars cheaper than horses. Well, not really. Super strong humans. Like robots. We have robots and exoskeletons. Free university education. Scholarships. Right. Oh, here's one. Healthcare drops in cost for first time. That's gonna be big. Less protests in years. Crime rate drop, mass deportations, more stability. Alright, 3 more. Just anything. Just anything at this point. I'm kind of tired. Cost efficiency. Gold price declines by 30%, 25% at one point. Sure, why not? 25% is still huge for gold. Gemini 3 scores on Frontier Math benchmark from all-time high at one point. Also, Facebook's doing something interesting. AI or AR glasses, are they ready yet? Meta glasses. How's the Ray-Ban technology so far? Gen 1, Gen 2, is there a Gen 3? There's a display version. Wayfarer. So these don't have the display. They just have the sound. It's like Siri in your ear. So it's a glass. It's sunglasses with cameras on it. And it's like you have AI attached to your ear. And that's it. Alright, give me some more. Give me some more predictions. China will act more cautiously than hawkish. Not because it's weak, but because internal stability, demographics, and economic management matter more in near term than external confrontation. If I say no war in Taiwan, that's obvious, right? Who will attend the big game? What is the big game? What is Logan Paul's Pikachu Illustrator going for? Don't care. Person's time of the year. AI. Yeah. Time of the year. AI. Is time of the... No. We don't know yet. Donald Trump? Person's time of the year? What was it last year? Oh, that Venezuelan person. Person's time of the year. Times person of the year. It's that Venezuelan person. The architects of AI. Yeah, so it's not... AI is not going to win again. And it's not going to be Donald Trump. New Year celebration. Champagne
It's a stunning
sparklers.
image. The moment that Swiss officials say the deadly fire ignited inside a ski resort basement bar. You see there as staff hold champagne bottles with sparklers, all within a tightly packed crowd, and just above them, sparks igniting the flames in the ceiling. Other images show more closely staff wearing helmets as they hold those sparklers. CNN has reviewed and verified multiple videos that show the moments that followed. Now, as you watch, I do want to warn you, they're disturbing. Now, there are additional verified videos then showing the chaos unfolding, panic in the bar as patrons search for an escape, and the desperation as the fire grows larger. At least 40 people died and 119 were injured. Officials say that many of those are fighting for their lives. CNN's Nick Robertson has been on the ground, has been following the latest
this just happened.
at the scene in Switzerland. Nick,
This-
what are officials saying about the efforts
Swiss
to
ski
locate
resort.
those who are missing?
Yeah, they're still trying to identify all the dead. There's still the witness testimonies of the ferocity.
The screaming of these young people, the screaming of pain.
Yeah, and that just gives you an idea of why it's so hard now for the authorities to identify everyone. The bank just over there opened its doors to sort of for triage for medical rescue workers who are quickly on the scene. And
Heldon said, "Thanks so much."
Sparkle investigation.
Remember that fire was awful. For those who aren't familiar
Music
with what
venue,
happened
the
in Rhode
station in
Island, at
February
that nightclub,
2003. 100 people died.
in that
230
fire,
were
and there
hurt.
were some similarities.
Pyrotechnics ignited acoustic foam near the
There
stage.
certainly were people.
Morning after IP. The early beginning at around 1:30 in the morning, according to authorities. So as you can imagine, this was the speculation with Boeing and of course
Champagne bottles.
And someone was recording it too.
This is video of people struggling to get out of the building. One survivor says it was a small door that everyone was trying to get through.
Oh, what is the guy at the front doing? He couldn't just go down. He had to block everyone. What is he doing?
Says it was a small door that everyone was trying to get
Did you fall and block the entrance?
through.
Many
It looks like he could have just jumped down or
many
something.
who were very strong,
But instead he's blocking the doorway.
who stayed strong, and who understood that their life was in grave danger, but decided that mentally it was more important to stay calm.
CNN international diplomatic editor Nick Robertson is now on the scene for us in Switzerland. Nick, where does the investigation stand right now?
yeah, investigation's still ongoing, but the lead prosecutor has made it very clear that they feel from the images that they've seen from their investigations so far that it is that moment that the champagne bottles are held aloft with those sort of indoor fireworks, those sparklers in them.
Will Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce be married? Married? Not married. Probably divorced. Who will be the next prime minister? I don't think they're getting a prime minister. A new prime minister. SpaceX Starship launch. How about deportations? Deportations over 1 million? Quiet and corrective. If only I can make these testable. US politics. Give me more. No single scandal will break major leader. Market will care less about politics. U.S. won't be as divided as it looks. Most Americans will continue living pragmatically, mixing views, cooperating locally, even while online discourse stays toxic. A lost generation narrative about young people will be proven wrong. Gen Z and younger millennials adapt faster than critics expect, financially cautious, institutionally skeptical, but not nihilistic. Military balance won't shift dramatically. No sudden peer war breakthrough, no decisive super weapon. Deterrence continues to hold, uneasily but effectively. Climate change politics stagnate. The death of expertise narrative fades. Experts don't regain authority through trust, but through usefulness. People listen again when advice works locally. Major reforms happens in unglamorous area. Think zoning, permitting, procurement, or licensing, something that really trends but has outsized effects. Structural fixes don't go viral. Cultural taste swings away from irony. Sincerity, craftsmanship, and earnest competence comes back. Not a what is that Chinese oracle? Is there a oracle predicting stuff for 2026? There's gotta be someone that's good at predicting, right? What is that guy saying? Yes. Wall Street oracles. Some analysts see continuous S&P 500 growth, gold strength in 2026, driven by policy, tariffs, and economic rotation. I should say major semiconductor company. Major semiconductor company startup? No, that's not gonna happen. Forecasts emphasize AI-related companies and international stocks performing well. Oracle forecast, corporate forecast. Oracle, no, not Oracle. There is no widely recognized mythic or prophetic oracle book or ancient predictions specifically calling out events in 2036. Nostradamus. Macro trends, geopolitical shifts, tech adaptation curves. Just let me know your area. How about China? China's birth rate goes up in years. For the first time in years. I think that's pretty obvious. Right, I'm just gonna put it there. How about goes up significantly for the first time in years? And Gaza? Any Gaza news? Today, on the first day of the year, Hala was born at Al-Ali Hospital in Gaza City. Make Gaza invisible. I don't think there's a genocide in Gaza, bro. What is the fertility rate? It's 3.3. They're having kids. I don't think this is a genocide. What was Jews' fertility rate during Holocaust? Jewish fertility rates plummeted during the Holocaust due to deliberate Nazi policies, forced sterilization, extreme malnutrition, trauma. Yeah, that's not genocide. That's not the same thing. Palestine's total fertility was around 3.31 in 2023, showing a slight decline, but remains high. There is no genocide. This is not the same genocide that happened in the Holocaust. Yeah, so there's a difference. Who will win the governorship? Republican Party, Democratic Party. Ohio. Who is the current governor? Ohio gubernatorial race 2022 was Mike DeWine. He won overwhelmingly. Damn, that's pretty expensive, Claude. Israel and Indonesia normalize relations by... Oh yeah, there's something interesting is happening with Somalia. Or was that woman Ilhan Omar? She's oddly quiet about this whole scandal situation. Zohran Mamdani, Bernie Sanders, Ilhan Omar. They just love immigrants, don't they? How about mass deportations of Somalians? Or no mass deportations of Somalians? Who will be the next Prime Minister of Netherlands? He didn't say free bus. Why did it drop? During his announcement. Zohran Mamdani. He didn't say any of it. They're all at like 1%. Or did people cash in? Is that what happened? What does it drop to 0? I gotta say something on New York City. New York City. Fertility rate drops. Or should I say popularity surge? And how is New York City? I want to walk around in it. Or here's an obvious one. Mamdani and resists ice. That's an obvious one. Alright, we're done. We are done. Although the last one doesn't feel right. This one doesn't feel right. Mamdani goes quiet. Nah. I think we're done. Yeah, that's the bingo card.